getting set to go back to green. You're riding with Jimmy Johnson. Tire wear has been a concern here. Listen to what Chad Knaus told Jimmy about how their tires were wearing.
It looks great, Jimmy. I mean, they're great. I mean, you can see they're working. All four corners are working really, really well. But there's a lot of rubber left, man. No signs of cords, anything, anywhere, like what we've seen in the past. It's not like it's, you know, Fontana or something where the tire doesn't work, you know?
That was good information that Chad Knaus gave Jimmy Johnson. That was after that second pit stop. That was 44 laps on the tires. Reason it's good information, Jimmy knows how hard he's been running that car. Chad tells him your tires look good. Jimmy knows, hey, if I need to, I can step it up, especially late in the race.
Ready to go green with our Claret and Clear to drive restart. Get Claret and Clear. Get back to feeling like yourself again.
And analyzing those tires after a run absolutely tells you everything you need to know about the car. Which one's wearing the most, pushing the right front, sliding the right rear, pressure build up in the tires, camber, everything you want to know about that car, those tires tell you.
Information that can help you today, help you when we come back in the fall.
And take what the driver says with the tire analogies, and you can really help your car a lot.
Kyle Busch leads Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, Clint Bowyer, and Jeff Gordon on the break here. A pass-through penalty for Jeremy Mayfield. He pitted outside the box, and a penalty also on this round of pit stops for J.J. Yaley. Mayfield's penalty will knock him down one lap.
As Kyle Busch just drives away right now from Dale Earnhardt Jr., we see a battle there between cars that are a lap down right in front of Kevin Harvick. Casey Mears in the 5, Kurt Busch in the 2. Again, battling to be that first car a lap down in case the caution comes back out. This battle right here is for 9th, Jimmy Johnson. I think they just keep making that 48 car a little better and a little better.
That's the test of the day in my mind, because that's what they're known for. If they're going to be good, if they're going to get over this hump they're on, they got to do that today. Watching that 18 car Kyle Busch out there, though, reminds me of Daytona when they called him and told him he needed to take it easy. He said, "Negatory, Night Rider."
Michael Waltrip's wild day continues. He was steaming down pit road when a car pulled out of its pit stall into the high lane. Got Michael off in the grass after contact, and that other car was his teammate, David Rudeman.
He wasn't happy about it either.
No.
Carl Edwards just used Michael as a pick coming off turn 2. Jimmy Johnson got bottlenecked behind Michael Waltrip in the 55.
Driving away big time now.
He just ran 30.73, talking about Kyle Busch. Dale Earnhardt Jr. just ran a 31.01. In fact, Kyle Busch's fastest lap of the race, the last lap he ran.
And did you see him just come off turn 4? Sideways, baby, but in the gas.
Now, one of his teammates, Denny Hamlin, was 4th before the caution. He's fallen to 13th. His other teammate, Tony Stewart, after a quick pit stop by Zippy and the boys, Krista, he's up to 6th.
A great pit stop, Mike. They picked up about 4 positions. Tony's kind of been fighting about everything. First he had a tight run, then a loose run. Right before this stop, he said, "Boys, you've got to get me tighter back to the gas." That's because he's a little free in, but he is really loose off. By the way, he is the leader of this team, the veteran. When I said, "Tony, you're the leader of Kyle and Denny," he said, "I know, that's scary, isn't it?"
Yes, yes, it is.
I'll tell you a guy, Larry, that's found his groove. Little blue deuce on the outside right there. Now, he's a lap down, but he's come marching from back in there, and watch where he's running now. I think he's discovered something. His sails are in here, but watch when he gets back in the gas right here compared to Jeff Ford. Really, really puts a move on.
And, of course, what he's trying to do is get up there and catch Casey Mears in that 5 car, because right now Casey's the first car a lap down.
And you know what, Larry? I didn't notice the 5 up there. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He is driving as hard as he can, trying to catch up with that 5 car.
And it's not that these cars were so bad in the first 100 laps of this race. It's that Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kyle Busch were so good. They came around and started lapping cars very, very early in this race.
Yeah, a really good car like Dale Jr. had, and a mediocre car, you're going to get lapped here in a hurry.
Happened to Matt Kenseth.
You know, guys, we've been talking about getting aggressive with adjustments, and we know that you can change the wedge, the air pressure. We see them adjust that track bar on the right side. But Jeff Hammond, Casey Kane right now, who's 2 laps down, Kenny Francis decided to get real aggressive with a change on the track bar that last stop.
Yeah, they know definitely they had a lot of trouble there, Larry. They came in, they pulled the left rear tire off, they went inside. Let me show you what they do. Unlike the right side, you have to loosen the bolt up on the left side. You got to loosen this up. And what they actually did, they went down with it, so you'll get it loose, taking and working around this a little bit, drop it on down, tighten it back up. Now what they're effectively trying to do is get some more rear grip with this race car. They've got a lot of trouble. You saw him got loose off that corner around him with, so they're trying to hook this back end up. Now guys, you were also talking a little earlier about the front splitter. We heard about Denny Hamlin's car. Here's a piece of the front splitter. You know you want to push it down and make it get as close to the racetrack as possible. But let me tell you what it looks like when it starts hitting the racetrack. This is what this Tegris looks like when you start skipping it off the racetrack. It's very durable, and if you start bouncing it off the racetrack, it's almost like hitting something solid. This thing doesn't give a lot, and that's what he's complaining about, bouncing the front spoiler off the racetrack, guys. They've got to work on that also.
Thanks, Jeff. 127 laps complete. Kyle Busch 2.3 seconds ahead of Dale Jr. now.
I've seen broken splitters so far this year and a little bit last year, but I have yet to see anybody wear one out.
But I tell you, there's been a lot of people complaining about hitting them. I know Greg Biffle in the 16 car, who's up to the 14th position. I know on that first pit stop, they were looking at his front splitter because he'd been hitting the ground so hard with it during that first run. Casey Kane right now back in the 33rd position, 2 laps down.
And I got to tell you, when you start doing changes like they did, you're desperate. That's a desperation when you start making those kind of changes. And here we got Harv underneath Dale Jr. fighting for second.
Dick Berggren.
Well, Junior just told his crew that he's spinning the tires off 2. Imagine that, 180 miles an hour or so, Mike, and he's spinning the tires when he picks up the throttle. He also said the car is more comfortable, but it's slower. Steve.
Dick, earlier in this race, Kevin Harvick, driver of the 29 car, said, man, this is like a dirt track race. But on the most recent pit stop, no adjustments to that 29 car. He likes it.
He was good in practice.
Talked to him yesterday after the nationwide race. He so badly wanted to win that race yesterday. You know, it's his own team this year. He got his own car. He and Delaney
have a flat. He's falling back big time.
It's Harvick talking about Junior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and he could be right, because right now Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, they're running in the mid-32s. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s last lap was 33.42, so a second off on that last lap.
Yeah,
yeah, he's got a problem. You could see him right there,
yeah,
Darryl.
He's got something coming apart here.
Boyer just drove by him in the 07.
I don't know.
Darryl, if that car's hurt, how long do you dare stay out there?
Boy, I tell you, that's taking a chance, and it puts such a burden on the driver, because the team always leaves it up to you. And now, am I feeling something? Am I sure? How long do I wait before I make the stop?
And you could see right there, he was well up on the straightaway. Watch the throttle trace right there. He'll be almost all the way around the corner before you see it go 100%, just playing with it there. Now, another battle that I've been watching is this battle right here between Denny Hamlin in the 11 and Jeff Burton in the 31. But a car they just went by, that was a battle actually for 7th, but a car they just went by, he's been holding his own all day long. Martin Truex Jr. in the 1 qualified in the 3rd position. Right now, though, he's working on Carl Edwards. Looks like Carl, the 99 car, his car's going away here just a little bit.
Made the wrong, probably took a swing at it, went the wrong way. Come back in next time, go back the other way. Good thing about a 4-hour race, had plenty of time to work on it.
Wild thing, Kyle Busch still out front here at 133 laps. His gap on Kevin Harvick, 4 seconds. You're watching NASCAR on Fox.